How's it going, Top First TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my review of Nottingham Forest 3, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. Wow, absolutely fantastic that. I mean, where do I start? I never expected us to score more than one tonight. But to score 3, it's the highest goals scored for us this season. First time we've won a game this season going behind. Magnificent. I'm a little bit lost for words, as you can tell. So good, man. I mean, first half, we opened out the traps strong. We were running at them, causing a few issues, but we saw that like against Man United, and it led to nothing. In this instance, it didn't really lead to anything, in the initial moments, but we were showing that we're out the traps. We're there, in for a game, Brighton. Then we had the first penalty, which unfortunately Johnson had saved by Steele. It was a decent penalty. It was probably at a height where maybe you would say the goalkeeper had a good chance of saving it, but he still had to make the save, and fair play to him. Credit to Steele, it was a good save. And then we lost our way a little bit after the penalty. We let Brighton have a lot of the ball, dictate the possession, move the ball around. We didn't really want to move out of our shape too much, so we weren't really pressing and trying to get the ball back. We were just trying to sort of stop Brighton from having too many chances. And to be fair, they didn't really have that many. I think we dealt with the ball well. Neco Williams with a lot of good headers at the back post, putting it out for corners and things like that. Just touching on Neco Williams, I thought he was excellent again tonight. I think he was really good in that loss against Liverpool. And tonight he was fantastic before going off. It's a real shame he had to go off, because I think he was doing a really, really good job. A lot of the Brighton play was pulled down that left-hand side with Matoma and Estepinian. And I think Williams did a really good job there. And then in the moments when he could get forward, he did well there as well. I was really pleased with his performance today. It's a shame he had to go off. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think they were talking on BT Sport that it could be a broken jaw. So I don't know what that means for Saturday, whether he'll be able to play in that. I don't know. I would expect not. But I don't know if there'll be any protective gear that he could wear. I don't quite think there would be for a jaw, but who knows? I'm hoping he'll be back, but I don't think he will be. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Then Brighton scored. It was that young lad. Is it Brenanatito? I can't remember how you say his name. How would you? I don't know. No, I've completely forgotten how to say his name. It's like Buenananto or something like that. Easy goal for him, easy picking, his first goal for the club. It was a shot that came in. Navas palmed it right into his path, which he's done a couple of times, to be fair to him. He's made some wonderful saves, don't get me wrong, Keylor Navas, but he has done a couple of times that now. I think he did it against Leeds and Villa. Did he do it for United? I think he did when... did he do it for one of their goals? I believe he might have done. He's had one or two moments like that, but then again, he has pulled us out the mud in some occasions and kept scorelines down in games, so you can't complain too much. But once they scored, I kind of thought to myself, well, that's game over then. Usually our heads drop and one thing and another, but they didn't. Our heads did not drop at all. It was fantastic. It was so good to see. We kept fighting. We kept going. We got that goal just before the break. Lodi down the left-hand side did well. Put the ball across. Pascal Gross ended up turning it into the back of his own net. And, massive goal that. It sent us into the half-time interval. Our heads held high with optimism, thinking that we could go out there and get something. And Brighton were kind of thinking, oh, well, we put in that hard work and now it's back to level pegging. And they came out in the second half and got absolutely dominated by Forest. I just want to touch on the City Ground crowd was absolutely incredible tonight. The roar as we came off for half time was magnificent. It was just it's like, you know what? The fans are giving it their absolute all. And the players came out in that second half and matched it. We were running more than Brighton players. We were charging things down, making tackles, putting ourselves on the line. At 3-1 up, they were throwing their body in the way and things. It was just so good to see. That second half was just magnificent. It was one of the best halves of football I've seen Price play all season. I was talking to my dad and thinking of good performances this season, and we've got City at home, Liverpool at home, Chelsea at home, Leicester at home, and this one I think ranks up high for me. The second half I think the second half could be the best period of football we've played all season. Brilliant. Danilo scored second half. Took it really, really well. On the run, had to try and dig the ball out of his feet a little bit and get the ball goal into the back of the net. A lot of hype came around Danilo when he signed for us, and I didn't really see it too much when he was playing. He looked good, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of like, he's as good as the players we've got. He's not like anything different. But you know what? Today he showed that he was, and he showed why the hype was around him. He scored his goal, and he was really good in midfield, combative, got the ball well, drove forward with it well, brilliant, really, really, really good. And then we didn't give up. We didn't think, we're in front now and try and rest on our laurels. We kept going and kept going, kept trying. One was really good today. Held up the ball really well for that first goal to create the chance. Was a really good hold-up striker and did really well. And I'm really interested to see how we would have been doing if he kept fit. He scored that goal against Southampton at the St Mary's, and then kind of picked up an injury, and he hadn't featured. And we went for quite a while without really having a goal threat. We played Chris Wood up top and tried that. Gave Dennis a bit of a go, and Ayew and Surridge, but he's the main man for me up front, Tabo Wanyi. And I think if he was fit, we might have been in a better place. I'm actually quite confident in that. But, he's back now and he's getting involved. Didn't score today, but was a real nuisance. Put himself about, was a real physical presence. Gave us a focal point up front that they were talking about on BT Sports. Someone that Brighton didn't really have today. They brought on Welbeck to try and be that, but he didn't really get too many chances to do it because second half we were outstanding. I think the second half today has to be probably the best we played all season, or the best performance, because we were showing fight. There was a lot of question marks over the team after the likes of Leeds away, Villa away, United at home in some respects. And over the last two games of football, we have shown that we're up for the fight. I remember Niakate putting a tweet out saying that with this squad, he believes we can stay up because, we will be able to fight with this team. And a lot of people were saying, yeah, but really, are we really going to be able to fight? Are you just saying that because your PR team's told you to say it? But they're actually really fighting and really showing that they can try and stay in this division. And we're out of the drop zone now, which is incredible to see. There's 3 teams below us: Leicester, Everton and Southampton. Southampton and Everton have a game in hand on us. Southampton have Newcastle at home tomorrow night, which I'm really hoping for a Newcastle winning that. Southampton have Bournemouth. A draw for that would be lovely for us. But say for example Bournemouth lose, we win at the weekend. We can go above them with Leeds losing as well, because our goal difference is actually better than theirs now. It's looking up. It really is looking up. We've got Brentford away. They just beaten Chelsea. They're a good side, Brentford, with some really good players. Ivan Toney, Norgard, Yarnell, Mbeumo, Damsgaard. They've got some really good players there, Brentford. But, I'll touch on that more probably maybe tomorrow, Friday, as we go into this game. But I'm feeling a lot more confident now, and I'm really, really pleased for Cooper. Really pleased for Cooper. He deserves this. One quick word on the club. To keep Cooper has been a massive decision. It could have been so easy in so many different points in the season. After that 4-0 to Leicester early in the season, they were looking at getting Rafa Benitez, kept him, and he proved the decision to be right up to a point. We've gone on a little bit of a difficult run of late. Poor results. Struggling. Could have sacked him after Leeds, kept hold of him, and it's paying off so far as it looks anyway. the amount of pressure on that man must have been huge, and he is rising to the occasion. You saw what it meant to him. He was on his knees when we scored. It's so good to see him happy and see him celebrating. A lot of people have said a lot of things on Twitter. I've said certain, I had certain thoughts that maybe, they're right, or maybe some of the things that they're saying is kind of, I can see it, but we got to back the man. We backed him. We said, you're the man for the job, and he's doing that job. And look where we are now, outside the bottom three. I spoke to a Leeds fan at work yesterday, and he told me he doesn't see us getting a single point for the rest of the season. And in the first game after that, we got 3 points. Absolutely incredible. I didn't see us getting a single point against Brighton. I saw us after the Leeds game getting 4 more points for the rest of the season. At that moment, I saw us beating Southampton at home and maybe getting a draw against Crystal Palace. And we've got 3 points now, and there's 5 games to go. I don't see us winning every single game, but I see us putting in a fight in every single game. I'm proud of these boys. I'm proud to be a Forest fan tonight. That was absolutely fantastic. The noise inside the City ground, the way we played, absolutely exceptional. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased for the boys, for Cooper, and hopefully they can keep going and keep this momentum up. Absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Felipe was immense, putting his body on the line, rolled off the bench. He wasn't rusty when he came on. I saw a stat where every single duel that he was a part of, he won. Magnificent in there. Right centre-back played well. Just an all-round fantastic performance. And I'm so proud. It was good to see Kouyaté back. I'm glad that he didn't have to go off with an injury again. That's huge for us. But yeah, overall, I'm delighted. I'm so happy. And some big games to go. It's not over yet. It's not over yet at all. But we're in a much better position than we were at this time. Well, I was looked up there, my clock's moved, my clock's over there now. This time maybe maybe 4 hours ago, we're in a lot better place. We need to go out there and beat Brentford or get something against Brentford and keep this momentum going. So if you did enjoy it, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new around here. Let us know in the comment section down below what you thought of the game and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. And come on, you Reds, let's go.